Yo, what up YouTube, what up boxing fans? Post-fight to Timothy Bradley versus Ruslan Provodnikov. This is the leading candidate right now for Fight of the Year. Great fight. Action-packed, Provodnikov punching harder than, comparatively harder than Manny Pacquiao in this fight. Timothy Bradley, really poor strategy coming in. I know he wanted to prove something, but this was a little too much. He had his chin right in the air, and he was letting it get checked. Overall, I did not like the strategy Timothy Bradley employed. He did not listen to his trainer, Joel Diaz, who told him exactly what to do and how to beat him. But at the end of the day, you gotta respect the conditioning Bradley puts in. You gotta respect the heart that he put in, and the determination of Timothy Bradley was incredible. Provodnikov, here's the thing about Provodnikov. He fights in spurts, right? He wants to trade with you. He's that bull. He really reminds me of Antonio Margarito in terms of his style of fighting. And he went out there and he caught Bradley. There was a questionable knockdown in the first where, that's really a debatable call. I'll go into that later. And I mean by another, I'll go into that in another video. But Timothy Bradley, just the determination to come back from those 2 rounds and outbox him for round 3, 4, and 5. And that's pretty much how I saw it. Harold Lederman, I think, did a pretty good job with his score and with his judging. He had a good night, so to speak. Round 6, I understand Provodnikov landed a wicked lead left hook while Timothy Bradley was stuck in the corner, which is, again, he shouldn't be stuck in the corner against a guy like Provodnikov. He's got the foot movement to get out of those spots. And then Timothy Bradley, after the 6th round, goes on to sweep 7, 8, 9, and 10. At least, 7, 8, 9. You could give him one in the 10th or the 11th round, and that clinches him the fight. And, how can you call this a robbery? It was a close competitive fight, is what it was. And Timothy Bradley was able to control the fight in his type of fight more so than Ruslan Provodnikov. He could have made this fight a lot easier on himself. Shout out the 78 Fight News. He said what he said, and I agree with him 100%. I think Timothy Bradley, I really hope he doesn't continue to fight like this, because there's a guy named Meldrick Taylor out there who was not the same after a fight against Julio Chavez. And not that that fight was similar to this fight, but it's just taking punishment like that is definitely not good for an elite boxer like Timothy Bradley. He didn't have to do it, and I think a lot of it had to do with the backlash that he faced after his victory over Manny Pacquiao. Determination was through the roof. This is like the face of determination. It's incredible what Timothy Bradley did, the conditioning he went through to keep his legs steady for those 12 rounds. Unbelievable. Towards the end, he did end up taking a knee in the 12th round, which was the only true knockdown, or the only ruled knockdown of the fight. And at the end of the day, it didn't make much of a difference. And, for those who are really, really on Provodnikov's side, you have to understand, Freddie Roach had an interview with, a quick, during the fight, Freddie Roach had an interview with Max Kellerman, where Roach admits that, he's thinking about stopping the fight in the 10th round. And towards the 11th, he gives Provodnikov an ultimatum to show that he has the potential to knock Timothy Bradley out, or else he's going to stop the fight. And that's what he did. And that's what Roach told him. Roach said, okay, you show me you can stop the guy. Now go out there and knock his ass out, right? And, man, Provodnikov did his job. But you have to understand, if Timothy Bradley just did what he did in the 9th, 7th, 8th, 9th rounds, in the 11th, Freddie Roach would be out there stopping the fight. And, that's what it was at the end of the day. Provodnikov was cut. He was damaged, more so than Tim Bradley. But Tim Bradley did take the harder shots. And that was a tremendous fight. Tim Bradley, yes, he did not look like he's an undefeated fighter in this fight, and that's going to get him a big fight down the line because now he looks vulnerable. And hopefully he gets that Marquez fight that he's always wanted. Overall, that's what it is, guys. Tremendous fight. And I think Bradley did enough to win on the cards, but I think he could have made this fight a lot easier on himself as well. He did not have to take this punishment. And just the heart and determination he showed was absolutely tremendous. Props to Ruslan Provodnikov. He put in a spectacular effort and almost stopped Timothy Bradley on multiple occasions. So for now, it is what it is, guys. Peace out. Take care.